What I'm doing right now is dangerous, so please do not try this at home. It is currently 89 degrees in my hometown, and while I sit here with the engine off and the windows up, we're going to talk about hot car deaths. Now, just in the 2 minutes that I've been sitting here, we have gone up to 81, 82 and a half degrees, and it is getting uncomfortable. What is heat stroke? That's what happens when your body's temperature regulation completely fails and reaches 104 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 degrees Celsius or higher. Once the body reaches 107 degrees Fahrenheit, the proteins in the cells in your body completely break down, and this leads to widespread clotting and catastrophic organ failure. 89.2. At internal temperatures like these, without immediate medical intervention, the mortality rate is as high as 80%. Even on moderate days such as 80 degrees, it can take as little as 10 minutes to reach 100 degrees inside of a vehicle. 94.2. More than 50% of all hot car deaths involve children under the age of 2. This is because they're commonly placed in car seats that face away from the driver and they're inadvertently forgotten. Now, some car manufacturers have implemented a safety feature that reminds you on the dashboard to check your back seat, but these deaths are still happening. We just hit 100 degrees. Something not commonly thought about in hot car deaths are pets, and dogs are the most common pet involved in that incident. One of the glaring differences between dogs and humans in this scenario is that dogs cannot sweat. They relieve themselves of heat by panting, but they cannot keep up. And if their internal temperature reaches 106 degrees Fahrenheit, they also experience heat stroke, ultimately leading to their death. And for dogs, this can happen in as little as 15 minutes. We just reached 106 degrees. It has been 13 minutes. We're at 16 minutes and we just reached 110 degrees. You know, as I sit here, all I can think of is how terrifying it must be to be strapped in to a hot car like this, unable to move, restricted, screaming for help. We just reached 114 degrees and every system in my body is alarming. Every part of me is telling me to get out of this car. While we reach 115 degrees, let's talk about how to combat heat illness, such as heat exhaustion or heat stroke. The number one thing you want to do is remove that person from that environment. If you're outside, place them inside. If you are unable to do that, place them under a shaded area. Remove any restrictive clothing that you can and place bags of ice in the following areas: the head, the armpits, the groin. It's where you lose the most amount of heat. If you don't have bags of ice, you can wet towels or hand towels and roll them up really tightly and place them in those same areas. This, however, is a temporary solution, and that person needs to be transported to definitive care, such as a hospital, immediately. We just reached 117 degrees. We're 33 minutes in, we reached 120 degrees. Heat-related illnesses like heat stress and heat stroke don't just happen from being left in a car. They can happen from overexerting yourself in the elements, outside. Please take breaks, drink water. If you do have small children or pets that travel with you, always check your vehicle before you leave. We're going to end now at 37 minutes and 121 degrees. Stay safe and stay hydrated. I love you guys.